Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today, we're crossing borders and diving into both American and Australian currency to uncover some of the most valuable small and mid-denomination coins in the collector market. From the U.S. Monticello Jefferson nickel and the Washington quarter to Australia's $1.10 coins, these pieces have proven that condition, rarity, and history can turn spare change into serious cash. Let's get started. First up, the 1990 Jefferson nickel from the Philadelphia Mint, proudly bearing the P Mint mark and shining in excellent condition. This coin is more than everyday change. It's a sleek slice of American history with the eye appeal, detail, and market momentum that collectors crave right now. In the fast-moving action of today's coin market, high-grade 1990 P nickels are stepping forward as smart, desirable additions with real staying power. To understand its presence, we go back to the enduring Jefferson Nickel series, launched in 1938 to replace the Buffalo nickel. Sculptor Felix Schlag created a design that captured the intellect and dignity of Thomas Jefferson while honoring his architectural masterpiece, Monticello. Over decades, the Jefferson nickel became a familiar, beloved workhorse of U.S. coinage, and by 1990, the series had matured into a polished icon, delivering strong strikes and clean detail that reward collectors who value quality and history in one package. The 1990 P arrives from the historic Philadelphia Mint, a powerhouse of American coin production. This mint mark, introduced to nickels in the late 20th century, gives the coin a distinct identity that mint mark specialists love. The Philadelphia tradition of precise, dependable strikes means that when a 1990 P survives in excellent condition, it shows off the artistry Felix Schlag intended with clarity and confidence. The obverse commands attention with Jefferson's left-facing portrait, crisp lettering for "I in God We Trust" and "Liberty," and the date 1990 placed with elegant balance. Just to the right of Jefferson's bust, the sharp P mint mark confirms its Philadelphia origin. In excellent condition, hair detail, cheek contours, and the strength of the rim all pop. Exactly the kind of presentation that sets premium pieces apart in showcases and slab boxes. The reverse remains a triumph of architectural portraiture, Monticello rendered with neoclassical precision, framed by E pluribus unum above and United States of America and 5 cents below. The best 1990 P examples reveal bold columns, a defined dome, clean steps, and strong window lines. That structural crispness is a magnet for collectors who appreciate design depth and the aesthetic rewards of high-grade moderns. Composition and specifications elevate the story with reliability and shine. The 1990 P Jefferson nickel is a copper-nickel alloy with the classic plain edge, a comfortable diameter that feels substantial in hand, and a weight that signals durability. This formula has anchored the series for generations, and in excellent condition, the surfaces reflect light with a bright, confident glow, perfect for close-up video shots and macro angles that captivate your audience. Rarity in the modern era is all about condition, and that's where this coin excels. While many 1990 nickels circulated heavily, the elite survivors, those preserved with care and handled wisely, stand out immediately. Excellent condition pieces with sharp strikes, glossy fields, and minimal contact marks sit in a much smaller pool, and that scarcity fuels robust collector interest. When viewers see a 1990 P with that fresh look, demand follows. Collector demand is surging for late 20th century classics as set builders, registry competitors, and savvy investors focus on high-grade examples. The 1990 P fits perfectly into that momentum. It completes modern Jefferson runs, delivers outstanding eye appeal, and reflects the precision of Philadelphia minting at a glance. Add in the timeless subject, Jefferson and his Monticello, and you get a coin that wins on heritage and on looks. In today's action market, quality speaks loudest, and the 1990 P in excellent condition speaks volumes. Attractive raw examples trade with confident premiums over face, and certified pieces at choice and gem levels unlock even stronger attention. Eye appeal is the multiplier. Frosty luster, clean fields, and decisive detail can lift this coin into the spotlight where competitive buyers are ready. What really excites collectors is the consistency of performance for the best coins. The 1990 PS combination of artistry, preservation, and mint mark identity makes it a repeat standout in showcases, coin shows, and online sales alike. When a coin looks this good, photographs beautifully, and tells a recognizable story, it moves, and it moves with conviction. Smart collecting starts with a trained eye. Seek a full, even strike on Jefferson's hair and Monticello's columns. Watch for fresh luster that rolls across the surface, and favor coins with minimal nicks in the open fields. Protect your prize in an inert holder or, for elite pieces, a respected third-party grading slab. Good storage preserves brilliance, stabilizes value, and positions your coin to shine every time you present it. For builders and investors, the strategy is simple: target excellence. The supply of truly top-tier 1990 P nickels is finite, and as more collectors lock away their best examples, availability tightens. That natural squeeze supports strong prices over time. Pair that with the evergreen popularity of the Jefferson series, and you have a formula for long-term confidence. This coin is a statement piece, American history in compact form, executed with clarity, preserved with care, and primed for today's market. The 1990 P. Jefferson nickel in excellent condition delivers the look, the legacy, and the demand that modern collectors want. It's the kind of coin that upgrades a set, anchors a tray, and turns casual interest into decisive action. Bring it home with this. The 1990 Philadelphia minted Monticello nickel is a winner from every angle: design pedigree, minting precision, condition rarity, and market desirability. When you hold one of the top examples, you're not just holding 5 cents. You're holding a modern classic with momentum. That's why the 1990 P shines today, and that's why it will keep shining tomorrow. Next up, the 1976 Australian 10-cent coin is more than just a small silver-toned piece of metal. It's a miniature piece of history, carrying with it the cultural and artistic heritage of the nation. While millions were minted and passed through countless hands over the decades, each surviving example tells a story of Australia's economic life, its design legacy, and its place in the collector's market today. The reverse design of the 1976 10-cent coin features one of Australia's most unique and visually striking creatures, the superb lyrebird. Designed by the legendary artist Stuart Devlin, the lyrebird is shown with its ornate tail feathers fanned out in a spectacular display, a symbol of both beauty and resilience in the wild. Devlin's meticulous attention to detail makes the lyrebird feathers appear almost alive, flowing gracefully across the coin's surface. The obverse of the coin displays the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Arnold Machin. This portrait, used from 1966 to 1984, presents the Queen in a calm and dignified profile, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. The inscriptions around the rim, Elizabeth II Australia to 1976, frame the design in a way that speaks to both tradition and the Commonwealth identity of the time. From a technical standpoint, the 1976 10-cent coin is struck in copper nickel, an alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel, which gives the coin its silvery appearance and resistance to corrosion. It weighs 5.65 grams, has a diameter of 23.60 millimeters, and a reeded edge that adds texture and grip. Even in circulated condition, the coin's metallic resilience allows it to retain much of its detail decades later. The mintage of the 1976 10-cent coin was significant. Over 45 million pieces were produced by the Royal Australian Mint. This large quantity means the coin is generally easy to find in worn condition, but pristine examples are far rarer. As with many coins, the condition plays a huge role in determining its market appeal and value. Australia in 1976 was a country balancing tradition and modernization. Decimal currency was only 10 years old, yet already well integrated into everyday life. Pocket change like this 10-cent coin was used daily, in phone booths, vending machines, and corner shops, making it a silent witness to everyday Australian history. In today's collector market, a circulated 1976 10-cent coin typically holds a value of between 20 cents and $1 Australian, depending on where and I appeal. However, coins in uncirculated or proof-like condition can easily fetch $5 to $20 Australian, with high-grade examples certified by grading agencies commanding even more. Where the real excitement begins is in the area of mint errors. Off-center strikes, die cracks, or coins struck on incorrect planchets can make a 1976 10-cent coin worth hundreds, sometimes even thousands, of dollars. These errors are rare, but collectors will pay handsomely for dramatic or visually interesting mistakes from this period. The circulated condition of your coin means it has seen many years of service, and while this affects top-end value, it also gives it a genuine sense of history. Every scratch, tone change, and worn edge is a fingerprint of its journey, and to many collectors, that journey is part of the charm. While the 1976 10-cent coin isn't rare in a general sense, demand comes from those completing date runs of the 10-cent series. These collectors often search for the best condition examples of every year, and competition can become fierce for those wanting only sharp, lustrous coins for their albums. Interestingly, the lyrebird design has become an enduring favorite internationally. Coin collectors from North America, Europe, and Asia are often drawn to Australian coins because of their wildlife-themed designs, and the lyrebird, being unique to Australia, makes the 1976 coin a desirable piece for world coin collections as well. The dream of becoming a millionaire from a 1976 10-cent coin isn't about finding an ordinary circulated example. It's about uncovering the exceptional. That might mean discovering a rare proof strike released in error, a dramatic mint error with perfect preservation, or even a coin that has a unique historical provenance that excites high-end collectors. Even in circulated form, your 1976 Australian 10-cent coin is a tangible piece of the nation's post-decimal currency story. It's proof that even the smallest coins can carry the biggest stories, from design brilliance to the millions of hands it passed through. And who knows? It might just be the gateway coin that inspires you to start looking more closely at the change in your pocket, because the next coin you find could be the one that truly changes your life. Next up, the Washington $quarter from 1980 with the Philadelphia P mint mark is a powerhouse of American numismatic charm, a coin that combines history, artistry, and a growing collector demand that is turning heads in today's action-packed coin market. In excellent condition, this quarter stands as a gleaming tribute to American heritage and a testament to the craftsmanship of the United States Mint. The Washington Quarter series was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by John Flanagan, this coin became a symbol of stability and patriotism during a time when America was seeking to celebrate its history while stepping boldly into the future. By 1980, the series had already cemented itself as one of the most recognizable and trusted coins in American hands, but the coins that survived the years in top condition, like the 1980 P, are now premium treasures. The 1980 quarter holds special interest because it belongs to the pre-statehood quarter era, when designs remained consistent and collectors focused heavily on condition, mint marks, and production quality. The Philadelphia Mint, identified by its distinctive P mint mark, produced these coins with precise detail. For collectors, that P isn't just a letter. It's an identity marker that tells you where this little piece of history began its journey. On the obverse, George Washington's proud and dignified profile dominates, with "I in God we trust" to the left, liberty above, and the date 1980 anchored at the bottom. The P mint mark appears just to the right of Washington's ponytail ribbon. In excellent condition, the luster and sharpness of Washington's hairlines, the crisp lettering, and the clean, unmarked field set the finest examples apart from the crowd. The reverse showcases the iconic heraldic eagle, wings outstretched, clutching arrows of strength and surrounded by olive branches of peace, a design that resonates with strength, unity, and tradition. Above the eagle is the motto E pluribus unum, and encircling the top and bottom edges are United States of America and $quarter. Coins in excellent condition retain sharp feather details, defined talons, and a smooth, gleaming surface that collectors can't resist. This coin's composition is a copper-nickel clad over a pure copper core, giving it both durability and a pleasing silver-toned brilliance. Its diameter and weight make it instantly recognizable in hand, but it's the combination of solid construction and immaculate preservation that makes the 1980 P stand out in a collection tray or a grading slab. Rarity in the case of the 1980 P is driven not by low mintage but by the scarcity of pristine survivors. Most circulated heavily in daily commerce, enduring pocket wear, scratches, and tarnish. But when a specimen has survived with sharp detail, glowing luster, and virtually untouched surfaces, it enters a much smaller elite group. These are the coins that command attention and top dollar in the marketplace. Collector demand for high-grade Washington quarters from this period is intense. Many enthusiasts are building complete sets that include every mint mark and year, and they won't settle for less than the best examples. The 1980 P in excellent condition offers that ideal combination of visual beauty, historical significance, and condition rarity that drives strong bidding and quick sales. In today's market, premium examples of the 1980 P command impressive prices, especially when certified by respected grading services. Choice uncirculated and gem specimens can bring far more than face value, and their upward trajectory reflects a growing appreciation for high-quality modern-era coins. Eye appeal and strike sharpness are major value drivers, with perfect rims, bright fields, and razor-sharp detail adding to the desirability. The momentum for coins like the 1980 P is further fueled by the crossover appeal. Both quarter specialists and general U.S. coin collectors chase these pieces. That means competition is fierce, which can only benefit current holders and savvy buyers who recognize the market's direction. For those seeking to secure a top-tier 1980 P, the advice is simple. Examine every detail carefully. Look for full hair definition on Washington, clear separation of the eagle's feathers, and surfaces that sparkle under light. Protect your investment by storing it in a note holder or having it professionally graded, ensuring it remains in peak condition for years to come. This is not just a quarter. It's a timeless representation of American history and artistry, packaged in a size and form that has touched countless lives but survived the decades almost untouched. That rarity of preservation makes it as much a talking point as a valuable asset. The 1980 P Washington quarter in excellent condition is a coin with both heritage and momentum. It's a piece that elevates any collection, draws immediate interest in displays, and promises continued respect in the market. For those who appreciate coins that bridge history and investment potential, this quarter is a golden, silver-toned opportunity waiting to be seized. In conclusion, the 1980 P Washington quarter is a standout from the modern numismatic era, carrying the legacy of America's first president, the skill of the Philadelphia Mint, and the luster of a coin that defies time. In excellent condition, it doesn't just hold value, it radiates it. And in the current market, that's exactly the kind of coin collectors and investors are chasing with enthusiasm and confidence. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar from 1987 with the D mint mark is a gleaming symbol of American coinage history, a piece that stands out not just for its design, but for its collector appeal in today's action-packed numismatic market. In excellent condition, this coin is a powerhouse, combining artistry, history, and the kind of market demand that makes it a serious conversation starter among collectors and investors alike. The Washington Quarter Series began in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, designed by the talented John Flanagan. For decades, it has remained one of the most iconic coins in American pockets. Yet those preserved in pristine condition have evolved far beyond everyday change. By 1987, the quarter had fully transitioned into the copper-nickel-clad era, yet the Denver Mint's craftsmanship ensured that the coin retained the beauty and dignity of its earlier silver predecessors. The 1987 D quarter was struck at the Denver Mint, marked by the small yet powerful D, located to the right of Washington's ponytail ribbon. This mint mark is more than just a letter. It is a sign of origin, a detail that connects each coin to the proud history of one of America's busiest mints. The Denver Mint produced these quarters with precision, giving them a bright luster and sharp detail that collectors prize today. The obverse features the classic bust of George Washington, facing left, with the inscriptions Liberty above and I in God We Trust to the left, while the date 1987 rests boldly at the bottom. In excellent condition, every strand of Washington's hair and every curve of his profile stands out with razor-sharp clarity. The clean, mirror-like fields surrounding the portrait further enhance the coin's stunning appearance. On the reverse, the heraldic eagle dominates, wings spread wide in strength, clutching arrows of defense and surrounded by olive branches symbolizing peace. The inscription United States of America encircles the top, while quarter dollar sits proudly at the bottom. The Denver Mint's striking power ensured these details were crisp and bold, and when a coin has survived in excellent condition, the eagle's feathers and the fine lines of the olive branches remain immaculate. This coin's copper-nickel-clad composition gives it a bright silver tone, durable enough to endure circulation, yet when untouched, it retains a brilliance that commands attention. The 1987 D in excellent condition offers that sparkle, paired with well-defined rims and a bold strike, that signals to collectors they are looking at something special. While millions of 1987 D quarters were minted, survival in such pristine shape is far rarer than the raw numbers suggest. Most entered circulation and experienced heavy wear. Only a small fraction have remained untouched, shielded from scratches, contact marks, and dulling, making high-grade examples like this one hotly pursued in the current market. Collector demand for the 1987 D in top condition is strong because it represents the perfect blend of availability and scarcity. It's available enough to complete a collection, but finding it in superb, original condition takes patience and dedication. This creates a market sweet spot where collectors compete enthusiastically, driving values higher year after year. In the modern coin market, high-grade 1987 D quarters certified by leading grading companies can command significant premiums over face value. The better the strike, the stronger the luster, and the cleaner the surfaces, the more a coin will stand out in auctions and private sales. Exceptional examples can draw competitive bidding that pushes values to impressive levels. What fuels the value even further is crossover appeal. It's not just Washington quarter specialists hunting these coins. Investors, general U.S. coin enthusiasts, and those assembling typesets all want to include shining examples of the 1987 D. That broad interest ensures that demand stays strong across multiple collector communities. For those looking to acquire this beauty, the key is sharp eye appeal. Examine the coin for full hair details on Washington, sharp feather definition on the eagle, and brilliant, spot-free fields. Once acquired, protect it carefully, store it in a protective holder, avoid excessive handling, and consider professional grading to lock in its value. The 1987 D is more than a piece of pocket change. It's a slice of American history, struck with pride and preserved against the odds. In excellent condition, it transforms from a common date into a numismatic gem, carrying both emotional and financial value. This is the type of coin that elevates a collection. It draws attention in displays, sparks conversation, and adds undeniable prestige. For those who understand the current coin market's momentum, the 1987 D Washington quarter is not just a good choice, it's a brilliant one. In conclusion, the 1987 D Washington quarter in excellent condition is a standout of the late 20th century, historically significant, visually stunning, and in high demand. It's a coin that shines as both a collectible and an investment, and in today's thriving market, it's exactly the kind of treasure serious collectors and sharp investors seek to secure before values climb even higher. Next up, the 2002 Australian $1 coin is more than just a piece of currency. It is a tribute to the rugged spirit, cultural richness, and enduring beauty of the nation's vast interior. Released to celebrate the Year of the Outback, this coin holds a special place in the hearts of collectors and Australians alike. Even in circulated condition, it remains a striking and historically meaningful piece that continues to spark interest among coin hunters. The reverse design of this coin is truly symbolic. Crafted by the masterful engraver Wycheck Pietranic, it features a stylized outline of Australia, over which the iconic Southern Cross constellation is superimposed. This imagery is powerful. The map represents the land itself, while the Southern Cross is a timeless emblem of the Australian sky, unity, and identity. Together, they form a design that captures the connection between people and country, particularly the remote and rugged landscapes of the outback. The obverse side features the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by sculptor Ian Rank Broadley. This fourth definitive portrait of the Queen, introduced in 1999, shows her with a realistic facial expression and greater detail than earlier versions, symbolizing both tradition and a modern era for Australian coinage. Around the portrait, the inscription Elizabeth II Australia 2002 frames the design with formality and balance. From a technical standpoint, the 2002 year of the Outback $1 coin is struck in aluminium bronze, composed of 92% copper, 6% aluminium, and 2% nickel. It has a diameter of 25 millimeters, a weight of 9 grams, and features a milled edge. This gives the coin its characteristic warm golden tone, making it visually distinct from silver-colored denominations and instantly recognizable in everyday transactions. The mintage for the circulation version of this coin was significant, with millions produced by the Royal Australian Mint. However, special collector versions, including uncirculated and proof issues, were also struck in limited quantities, making them much more valuable and sought after. Collectors often chase after the pristine, untouched examples that have avoided the scratches and wear of circulation. The release of this coin in 2002 came during a nationwide celebration of the Outback, a vast, remote, and sometimes harsh region that holds a special place in the Australian psyche. The Year of the Outback campaign highlighted the challenges and triumphs of life in rural and remote Australia, promoting tourism, agriculture, and Indigenous heritage. This coin served not just as money, but as a portable ambassador of the campaign's spirit. In circulated condition, the coin's market value generally ranges from $1.50 to $3 Australian, depending on its wear and eye appeal. However, coins in uncirculated condition can sell for $8 to $15 Australian, while pristine proof strikes, particularly those in original Royal Australian Mint packaging, can command $20 to $40 Australian or more. Where this coin becomes especially exciting for treasure hunters is in the realm of error coins. Striking errors, such as off-center designs, broad strikes, or coins struck on incorrect planchets, can drastically increase the value, sometimes reaching hundreds of dollars for dramatic examples. Since millions were minted, a small fraction inevitably left the mint with such anomalies. And these are the coins that can surprise you with their price tag. Although your coin is in circulated condition, it still holds collectability due to its commemorative nature. Everyday currency is often discarded or forgotten, but coins tied to national events or celebrations tend to retain higher long-term demand among numismatists, particularly when their themes are tied to Australian identity. Internationally, the 2002 Year of the Outback coin is also desirable among world coin collectors. Many are drawn to the unique outline of Australia combined with the Southern Cross, an instantly recognizable design even to those outside the country. The fact that it represents a specific commemorative year makes it even more appealing for thematic collectors. For Australians, this coin is a nostalgic reminder of the early 2000s, when the Outback was front and center in public conversation. For collectors, it's an opportunity to own a memento of a national campaign that celebrated resilience, culture, and community. In this way, the coin functions as both a keepsake and an investment piece. The dream of finding a 2002 $1 coin that makes you a millionaire lies in discovering something extraordinary, perhaps a rare misstrike, a unique minting flaw, or an ultra-high-grade example that appeals to top-tier investors. While the average circulated coin may not reach such heights, the possibility of stumbling upon a special piece is what keeps the hunt alive. Ultimately, the 2002 Year of the Outback Australian $1 coin is a blend of artistry, history, and collectability. Even with the marks of circulation, it remains a striking representation of Australia's identity, geography, and heritage. And for those with a keen eye, it's a reminder that treasures can appear in the most ordinary of places, even in the change you receive at your local shop.